Hi, Tracy Hugelmeyer here from VintagepreneurUniversity.com, where I help vintage sellers start, grow, and scale their business on Etsy. I also own my own vintage shop, Rustic Eye, on Etsy that I've had since 2013. And today I'm going to do something a little bit different, and that is critique my own About section. Now, I do a lot of critiques for other vintage sellers, but I'm not perfect. I have things that I still need to update in my shop as well that are, maybe I haven't looked at in a while. And I realized not too long ago that my About section was one of them. So I'm going to take you into my About section and as I update it and talk you through exactly what I'm doing and why, so that hopefully you can get some ideas for your own About section. So I will see you on the other side of the screen. So here I am in my own Etsy shop, and I am just going to go ahead and click on Edit Shop. And then I just scroll down to my About section, and here I am in my About section where I can edit it. And I think that I'm going to add a video. Now I don't have one yet, so I'm going to come back to that. But the video is something that's been available for, I want to say, maybe a year or two. And it's a great way to showcase a side of you that you're, an actual real life person that your customers wouldn't normally be able to see. So I think that that's valuable, and I am going to add an About video, but I don't have that ready to go just yet. Now you can see that the requirements are here so that you can have a maximum of 300 megabytes in your video. And then also I'm going to go back after this video with you and update my photos too, because my photos are really old, and also I added them before I was very good about pixel size, so they're probably not the right pixel size either. Here we can see that the pixel size for your photos are 760 pixels by 468 pixels. I'm not sure if you can see that, but that's what that says. You can see that in your own shop as well. So what I'm going to do is use a tool called canva.com, and I will link to that in the notes for this video for you. But I will be able to pull up a canvas size that is exactly 760 pixels by 468 pixels and design within that. Upload my own photos, etc. But it'll end up looking much better than what it probably looks like right now. So I'm going to come back and edit those too, just so you know. I'm also going to update them so they are more in tune with where I'm going with my new niche, which is vintage typography. And I talk all about how I'm transitioning my shop to a micro niche of vintage typography from what it was, which was more farmhouse decor and industrial decor. So I'll link to the video where I talk through about my transition as well, so that in case you're interested. Okay, but what I'm going to spend most of my time on today in this video is talking through what I'm going to change in my actual, the little paragraph here. Okay, on a high level, what you need to know about your About section is, while Etsy doesn't look at your About section for your SEO, search engine optimization, outside search engines like Google can see everything on your site, and they can and do look at everything on your site. So every space that you have, you should look at it as an opportunity to optimize for that purpose. Now I have a free search engine optimization challenge, SEO challenge, that I offer. If this is all Greek to you, definitely check it out. I'll link to it in the comments or in the notes for you. But that goes into search engine optimization in quite a lot of detail. But here, this very first part of your About section is a great place to sprinkle in some of your, what I like to call, your broad keyword terms for your shop. So what I recommend is that you have 2 to 3 broad keyword search terms tell the outside search engines like Google what it is that you have to offer. So here, after I say, welcome to Rustic Eye, I specialize in vintage decor, farmhouse decor, and industrial decor with a specialty in vintage letterpress letters and vintage wood stamps. Now this is what I need to edit because it's no longer exactly accurate, but what you can see here is I'm using keywords, search terms, vintage decor, farmhouse decor, industrial decor, vintage letterpress letters, vintage wood stamps. Those are all broad keyword terms, okay? And those are there strategically. So I'm going to go ahead and update this. And the first thing I'm going to edit is this little title where it says vintage decor, farmhouse decor, industrial decor, and general store. I'm going to change my keywords. And for now, I'm just going to go ahead and change it to vintage typography and general store. Now, most people don't know and probably are not going to be searching for vintage typography. So I want to make sure I break that down further here in my paragraph. So I'm going to click on save there and then edit here. And welcome to Rustic Eye. I specialize in vintage letterpress, vintage rubber stamps, and other typography items. I'm going to say other vintage typography items. And I'm going to play with this later, so this isn't like a final, but I'm just kind of walking you through my thought process here. So I'll take out, the rest of that. And then I say my shop started with a love for vintage and decorating my own home. I expanded my passion to start finding and creating things for others. So the other thing you want to accomplish in your About section, besides optimizing for SEO, is you want to tell a little bit of your story. So I think that's still okay for me to leave there. And then I say, I recently added my Live This Way line that is all about inspiring beautiful homes and empowering beautiful lives. You can find out more by heading over to livethisway.com. Can't wait to see you there. Now, livethisway.com, my Live This Way line, that's something that I am not spending a lot of time on currently. It's on the back burner, so I'm going to kind of take that out. And then I say, I work full-time out of my home workshop and am committed to quality products and impressing the heck out of my awesome customers from start to finish. True, true. If you have any questions, I answer as soon as I possibly can, always. Yes, I always make that a priority. So that's still good to go. I do the dirty work, seriously, sometimes hunting through barns and the like, and put in endless amounts of time to curate the perfect amount of charm for your home and events, and I love it. And that's still true as well. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that. Even though farmhouse decor is something that I am navigating away from a little bit as far as my niche goes, it's still part of my brand, and I still intend to incorporate it into my products and my brand. So I'm not going to, I still think that part fits. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it. Okay, so again, I'm going to go back and probably make some more tweaks to this. I'm going to add my video. I'm going to fix up my photos. The main takeaways here are make sure that you're telling a little bit of your story, and I might change that a little bit more here as well. Telling a little bit of your story, bringing in a little bit of personality and branding, and also optimizing for outside search engines. So using your broad search terms for your shop. Right now, my broad search terms that I'm using are vintage letterpress, vintage rubber stamps, and vintage typography items. I'm going to put some more thought in that and see if I want to change that up at all, but I'm pretty happy with that right now. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it. All right, so there you have it. There's not too much to your About section, but maybe there's a thing or two in there that you hadn't thought about that you can go back and see if you can make any tweaks to improve your about section and optimize it further for those outside search engines like Google. And again, I'm going to link to that free challenge on SEO, that free training. And if you liked this video, make sure to subscribe to my channel and click the little bell as well so that you get notified whenever a new video comes out. And thank you very much for joining me today. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.